What's up, wrestling fans? It's the Emerald Enthusiast, the co-host of the Wayback Wrestling Mania podcast, here with a look at the strongest, the fastest, the toughest, the biggest star in the women's division today. She is the EST, Bianca Belair. So I am quite impressed by this offering from Mattel. This is from the Elite 81 series. This figure comes with a plethora of accessories. So let's go ahead and get a look at the mint on card details. On the bottom front, we get a nice studio shot of Bianca Belair. It says Elite Collection Mattel. Here is the certified authentic hologram with the serial number. And of course it says Bianca Belair. On one side of the packaging, we get a larger version of that studio shot that we see on the front. On the opposite side, we get an in-ring shot of Bianca. On the back, we get headshots of the other wrestlers available in this wave, including Bianca's husband, Montez Ford. On the back top, we get a brief bio of Bianca, including her finisher, the KOD, aka the Kiss of Death. Here's the figure as seen through the front window of the packaging. I like that they framed her holding the braid. That looks really good. Her boots are obscured partially by the packaging, but you can see all of the various accessories well, so I appreciate that. But now I think it's time to bust this figure out of the package and see what's inside. Here is the figure free of the outer carding, but still in the inner plastic. And here she is, the EST, out of the package and ready to rumble. Mattel did just an excellent job with this figure. As you can see, there is so much to like here. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at the details of the loose figure now. Let's get a closer look at the accessories now. Here are the sunglasses. Lots of good detail on these. These are accurate to what you see on the side of the box. Now, the figure comes with gripping hands, and in addition to those, you get a pair of open palm hands. And each one of these pairs of hands, they come with this peg here that also has a hinge in it, and that gives you posing options. Same over here for the fists. These are kind of tight on mine, but as you can see, they do move. And again, these just port into the wrists. Maybe my favorite accessory on this is this jacket. Now, I'm going to try this on the figure later in this review, but I do certainly appreciate the detail that went into this. So, yeah, just an excellent job by Mattel with all of these accessories. Yeah, this is just really impressive. So let's take a look at the boots now. I love this reflective paint choice. Very cool looking. We get all these individual laces sculpted into the boots. All these wrinkles in the back here. That just adds to the realism. In terms of articulation, we get it here at the ankle. This one's a little tight, but you can see it moving there. Also at the bridge of the foot here. So those two things together give you a good base for posing. So certainly appreciate all the detail that went into the boots. There's also a swivel at the top of the boot. Likewise, the tights just have a tremendous amount of detail on them. You see all this deco that goes all the way down the tights with the lips and the little Biancas here. Certainly appreciate that. On the back, it has the EST lettering. In terms of articulation, you get double jointed knees. So for people who like to dynamically pose their figures, you do have that, and I'm sure that will be attractive. There's also an upper thigh swivel here, which is helpful in posing, but obviously some of the designs then no longer line up when you do it as such. In terms of articulation with the hips, you can get her to kick this far forward, which that's a decent amount, but I feel like it could be a little bit better. As far as going backwards, you can get her to step back that far. The hips kind of hinder like a wide stance a lot if you're trying to do that. However, she can kick to the side pretty well, I must say. So that's a good amount of articulation there. So I do have a few criticisms with the lower body as far as articulation goes, but overall, a good job by Mattel. Let's have a look at the torso now. And overall, the skin tone's really good. The skin doesn't look plastic. I appreciate that. You get this lower torso swivel. So that's got to be attractive in terms of posing. Also with the upper torso, you can get her to rock back that far. You can get her to rock forward. And because of the way that the figure has been put together, you don't see that joint. So that's attractive. The way that looks, you don't get like separation between the upper torso and the lower torso. You can also get her to rock side to side with this joint, so I appreciate that. Again, lots of good detail on the attire. You even get these like little kiss makeup things that she put on herself. I don't exactly know what to call those. The only thing I'm going to say about the torso is it seems to me that she's more defined in the abdominal area. So there could have been a little bit better molding job there. But overall, still a positive for the figure. Now let's take a look at the arms. And I think they're done pretty well, but they seem a little on the smooth side to me. It seems that she has more definition in the arms too, that her muscle in the arms is a little thicker than this implies. So, you know, they don't call her the strongest for nothing. Again, you get movement here at the wrist, and I'm going to change out one of these hands in a minute. You also get a bicep swivel, and I like how they did the arm bands here. You can get her arm to go out this far. So that's an admirable amount. So I certainly appreciate that. Now let's take a look at one of the alternate sets of hands. So if you've never bought a Mattel Elite figure before, all you do is just pull the hand out right here at the peg, and there's that port for the other hand to go in. And I just noticed this just now. There's this detail of the little tattoo on her arm there, so I certainly appreciate that. And I didn't have any problems porting in this fist. So the head sculpt is one of the biggest positives for this figure. This is a really great likeness of Bianca. I really like that. This is the right expression. The ears look good. Lots of good detail there. The face looks really good. The eyes look really good. They, you know, kind of light up the way that she has that kind of energy that she brings to the ring. Hair looks really good. You know, the part that is, you know, pulled back there. You can still see the individual strands of hair. I like this, you know, little metallic hairband thing. You get the detail here, the EST in the braid. That looks really good. Also on the back here, you get this little detail, Bianca Belair EST. I mean, all of this looks really good. In terms of articulation, you can get her to look up a little bit. Not too much. You can get her to look down. You can get her to look side to side. So I think my head sculpt on this one is a little tight. But yeah, I just really appreciate, again, the likeness as well as the braid. I mean, that's just such an integral part of her character that I appreciate the detail that went into that. So here is the figure with the glasses and the jacket on. And I really like this jacket. So much attention to detail went into this. It's just a really cool accessory to have. I will say that I think the sleeves are a little bit more like voluminous than they need to be. But getting her, you know, the arms into the jacket was something that you can't do hastily. It feels like you could damage the jacket if you do it too forcefully, so be careful. So maybe that little bit of extra room was necessary. Also, the jacket closes with this little bit of Velcro in the front. The glasses were easy just to slip on over the ears. So I'm very appreciative of all of the accessories that came with this figure. I certainly hope you have enjoyed this review. If so, please like, subscribe, and tell a friend to do the same. Stay tuned at the end of the video for some articulation shots, and also remember to catch me on the Multiverse Musings vidcast available right here on YouTube. And I'll be back to the internet with more pro wrestling related content soon. But until we meet again, this has been the Emerald Enthusiast, and thanks for watching.